Cairo is a huge, diverse city, so pretty much anything can be bought here. That being said, though, there are some things that are still hard to find or more expensive in Egypt, so it's important to keep those in mind while you're packing. While many medications are cheap and available without prescription, some are not available at all. If it is possible to bring a supply of medications that will last until you return to the US, along with a copy of your prescriptions, that's probably the safest option. Otherwise, check ahead of travel that all necessary medications will be available, and if not, ask your doctor if there are any alternatives among the available drugs. Most over-the-counter medication can easily be purchased from the AUC clinic, which you have access to, or a local pharmacy. However, they might be the same drug under a generic name, so if you prefer a specific brand, be sure to bring that with you. Note also that tampons are not widely available in Egypt. Regarding electronics, high import taxes make prices more expensive, so try to come with everything you need. Also, Apple is not common in Egypt, but in a pinch, you can rely on the chain of Apple-certified stores called Tradeline. It's also possible to get devices repaired, but similarly, high import taxes mean that replacement parts will be expensive. It's also a good idea to bring with you a couple of power adapters, noting that the Egyptian plug is the same as the continental European plug, and a flash drive for class materials. Any essential household or kitchen items can easily be bought in Cairo.
CASA students are responsible for purchasing their initial $25 entry visas at the airport, but the university will be responsible for converting the initial 30-day visa into a temporary residency once you have settled in. Students need their own Egyptian phone number to convert their visa, open their bank account, and activate their bank cards, so please make sure to purchase a SIM card quickly after arrival. They can be purchased at the airport or from any phone company shop in the city. AUC's passport office will arrange an agent to help students make trips to renew their visas at the offices in Abbasiyah, and the university will pay for the visa. This usually takes 1 or 2 morning trips that the office will arrange on the weekend. The result will be a 6-month single-entry residency visa. After that, students wishing to travel outside of Egypt during those 6 months will have to return to Abbasiyah once again to obtain a re-entry stamp that will allow them to leave and re-enter Egypt without losing their residency visa. Students are responsible for paying for the re-entry visa.
In the summer, fall, and spring, short sleeves are totally fine, but tank tops are not recommended unless you're at the beach. Shorts can be fine in Cairo for men, but they're not very common, so they might cause you to stick out more. The winter in Cairo is much colder than most people expect, especially because residential buildings don't have central heating. So make sure to bring some warm sweatshirts and pants for inside and a jacket for outside. Don't forget also a couple of nice outfits in case you're invited to a wedding or another formal event. Make sure also to bring at least 2 pairs of sturdy shoes with thick soles, since Cairo's dry weather and dust really wear out shoes quickly. It's also important to remember that clothing standards in Cairo vary greatly based on the location. You will find restaurants, cafes, and events where people are dressed exactly the same as in your home country, but there are also neighborhoods where it might feel uncomfortable to be wearing short or tight clothing. It's best to err on the side of dressing more conservatively when you're out in the city running errands, but feel free to bring whatever you feel comfortable wearing for social events. AUC also has a gym, so feel free to bring sneakers and workout clothes if you plan to use those facilities. Since the gym is inside the university, you can wear any sort of workout clothes you would wear in your home country.
As noted in the program application, international students studying at AUC are required to have international health insurance. Unlike most local health insurance, this plan covers medical expense benefits in Egypt, emergency medical and non-medical evacuation from the country one is studying in, and a number of other elements specific to international insurance. The price of the coverage plan arranged through AUC is comparable to, and often less than, the price of outside international insurance plans. Since this is the default option and coverage is mandatory, the bill of the coverage will show up automatically on your student account on a semesterly basis. Students must pay the bill online through their student account to receive grades at the end of the semester, as remaining balances on a student's account are cause for academic holds on the account. There are lots of options for housing in Cairo depending on your budget, what kind of neighborhood you want to live in, and what kind of roommate situation you want. AUC also offers the excellent option of university-owned apartments. These are not dorms, but rather formal faculty housing apartments reserved for CASA students to share. AUC housing takes 10 to 15 minutes to walk to from the university and is located in Garden City, a beautiful, safe, and relatively quiet neighborhood with Nile views. The apartments are fully furnished, including kitchenware and Wi-Fi. More importantly, all housing details will be managed between you and AUC housing. The fact that the apartments are managed by the university makes any maintenance issues really quick and simple, which also saves time and money and stress. These apartments are also newer and in better shape than apartments in Cairo in general, so it's less likely that you will even need maintenance. One downside is that pets are not allowed. This is the option that AUC offers to facilitate a smoother housing experience for students.
The second choice is finding housing independent of the university. This option can sometimes be less expensive and offers more diversity and flexibility, but it does demand much more time and consideration. And with this option, AUC is not responsible for helping you find the flat or deal with any issues that might arise. Unfortunately, it isn't uncommon for renters in Cairo to face problems with landlords for things like noise or having guests of other genders. So always make sure to double check with the landlord and boab, or doorman, about the rules for having guests. The usual way of finding an apartment is talking to boabin, or doorman, and samasara, or brokers, in the area to find out about housing options and pricing. Students also often join Facebook groups that have information about housing, like Cairo Scholars. Tenants will usually be asked to pay 1/2 to 1 month's rent as a broker fee, as well as a month's rent as an insurance deposit that they are not guaranteed to get back. This option has sometimes proved very challenging for students, even months into the program, as they have had to set up everything in their houses from A to Z, including utilities and internet connection, and then manage any maintenance or issues that come up. Still, this extra work can be rewarding if one is willing to put in the time and go through the more challenging steps and hurdles of organizing independent housing in Cairo. This might be a better option for students who come into the program with strong Amiya skills and/or have experience living in Cairo or finding housing abroad independently. You are free to leave the AUC apartments without penalty as long as you inform AUC Housing at least 1 month in advance of your move. In all communications with AUC Housing, be sure to answer emails promptly and provide all required documentation to assure your spot gets reserved on time and all other issues get resolved quickly and efficiently. More details about both these options are included in your information pack document.
The summer session is 7 intensive weeks, with 10 contact hours per week of colloquial and 10 of modern standard Arabic, with material in both courses focusing on Cairo. The ultimate goal is to introduce and familiarize the fellows with the city, and both the reading and listening materials are connected to trips that help in visualizing Cairo and learning about the cumulative history of the megacity. Most of mid-July and August are off, so that students have the chance to recharge in preparation for another intensive semester in the fall. During the fall, fellows attend 20 contact hours every week, with the focus not only on Cairo, but also on Egypt and the Middle East. There is special focus on language accuracy and on the 4 language skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. The ultimate aim of the fall courses is to prepare the fellows to study the type of content courses that university-level Egyptians would attend during the spring semester. In the spring, fellows will choose 4 content courses that will serve them in their research or help them decide what they would like to pursue in their future study. Some examples of the courses offered during the spring semester are CASA Without Borders, where students work to serve the community and learn both language and culture from the experience; history, economic history, Quranic study, translation, public speaking, and from reading to writing.